Mom and Dad are fighting again. It starts with Mom muttering something about housework and ends with Dad yelling, "I'm going for a walk." Mom tries to keep it together, to pretend everything is fine. She opens her laptop and works until it's dark outside. When I come into the room, she's scrolling through old photos of the three of us together. At midnight, I hear the jingle of keys. Mom stands at the top of the stairs as Dad stumbles into the house, singing at the top of his lungs. She asks him where he's been. He shouts a rude word I'm not supposed to say. They start arguing again. Dad staggers towards the living room. Mom screams, "Well, you're not sleeping in my bed tonight." Dad says, "Fine," then falls onto the couch and starts snoring. I guess Mom still loves him because she takes off his boots and throws a blanket over him. That makes me happy. Maybe things will go back to normal soon, and then they won't have to talk about the D word again. The next day, Dad sleeps until lunchtime. He comes into the kitchen while Mom's working and pours himself a glass of water without saying a word. By bedtime, they haven't even said hello to each other. This goes on for a while. They eat at different times and sleep in separate rooms. The closest they come to talking is when Mom walks into the bathroom as Dad is walking out. They're like strangers living under the same roof. I'm afraid they'll start talking about the D word again soon. Mom walks into the garage while Dad's working on the car. She says my name and he rubs the scar on the side of his face. He turns to walk away, but Mom starts shouting. Dad storms into the bedroom and packs his things into a suitcase. Mom calls him a bunch of words I'm not supposed to say. Now I'm crying. I don't want Dad to go. I don't want anyone to say the D word. I race downstairs and stand in front of the door. Dad stops in the hall and looks back over his shoulder. He says, "You can't keep living in the past. There's nothing we can do about it now." I step in front of him to keep him from leaving. "She's dead." He walks right through me, my incorporeal form shimmering like a stone tossed into a pond. Then he gets in his car and drives off. Mom screams, "Don't ever come back!" I stand in the front yard until Dad turns a corner and disappears. Mom goes to the kitchen and pours a glass of wine. Then she puts her head down on the table and cries. When I tried to hug her, her breath steams up and she shivers. I wish I could do something, anything, to let her know I'm here, to tell her that I love her, that I love Dad, and I don't want to ever hear them say the D word again.